Hey y'all, Jim Pankey here with the classic Boil Them Cabbage Down. Or the way I learned it, Mild them cabbage down. Boil that cabbage down. Whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you comfortable. I grew up with it, boil them cabbage down. And that's the way my grandmother said the word boil. She said boil. That's just how it is. And I know I teach you a rudimentary version of this in my beginner series. And if you've not done my beginner series and you're just starting out on banjo, I recommend those. I'll post a link to those at the end of this. But if you have done my lessons and you did learn Boil Them Cabbage Down, then this could be an expansion pack. And I'm going to show you some fun little ideas, some things to try, and kind of give you just some more tools, licks, tricks, things to try. But I want to encourage you and implore you to don't just leave these ideas in this song. Use them anywhere and everywhere. Figure out ways to apply them other places. That's important. Hey y'all, if you like this sort of thing and you like to see me lean over like this, maybe hit a like button and leave a comment. And a bunch of you haven't subscribed yet, and I really don't know why. And if toilet paper was less expensive, I'd roll your yard. Just kidding. But seriously, subscribe. It's free and it helps me out, helps the channel grow. And if you want to get notifications, like when I post new stuff like this, ring the bell. You'll find it. All right, let's tackle this song. I kick this off with just a simple lead in. Starts with a pinch on 1 and 3. I'm using my fingers for that. And then 4 at the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And now we're just going to do a Cripple Creek thing. So a Cripple Creek roll, and then a pull off from 3 to 2, 2nd string, 3rd string open, 1st string. So that sounds, so you got, now I want you to grab your C-Chord. Just go ahead and grab the whole thing. No, you don't need it all. And if you go download the tab for this, you can think, well, I could just put one finger down. Sometimes it's important for you to have a chord held down because you get strings ringing and such. So it's important. So hold that whole C-Chord, and you're going to hit the 2nd string. I use my thumb because it's powerful. You don't have to, but I recommend it. So, and then 5-1, and do it again. It's a bounce. It sounds like, and sometimes I move my arm when I'm doing it just to emphasize it. So here's what you've got so far. You got your lead in. I pick my hand up. You don't have to do that. I do it. It just reminds me of what's going on. All right, now back to that Cripple Creek bit. Hold a D7 chord. You know that. It's index on the 1st fret, 2nd string, social finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret. Same pattern that we just did on the C, but we're going to hit the 3rd string. So that sounds like, notice I pick my hand up. It's almost instinctual. I don't think about it. It's just happening. And I'm trying to notice when I do it, just to point it out. Back to your Cripple Creek. And we're going to stop on that 5. So you got one bounce. Hit your 2nd string. 5. Now we need a tag lick, a little G to D lick, D to G lick. I don't know what it is. It's a lick. So it's going to start on G. can do that, or you can do what I did, holding a partial D7, so it's a G to D lick. So 1, slide, 2, 1, and then you can do 3, 4 here, 1, or you can hold a partial D chord. Both work. Whichever you like best. If you want to, you could do it once one way, and then the next time you could do it a different, you've got a couple of different ways to do it. Both work. All right? And then at the end of that, it's just a couple of pinches. So let's play through that kind of slowish bounce. Or the ending could be. So you got options there. All right. That's one time through. And this song follows the standard AABB setup. So that's one time through A. You could literally do that exactly the same way again. But what kind of expansion pack would this be if I didn't show you another option? So start it with your Cripple Creek. Grab your C chord, and we're going to do this pattern. It's going to sound like, so it's 2, and then you're going to hammer that to 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5. It's very similar to what we do in Foggy Mountain Breakdown. So you got, did you notice how I stopped that first C note, the second string? I hit it and then kind of killed it. So you don't have to do that little, you don't have to kill that note, but I like to do it. And all I'm doing is just lifting up my index finger just enough so that the note dies. I'm still touching it, just not fretting it. But you could leave it down. It would sound like, sounds totally fine. So you've got Cripple Creek. Now we need to do something different for the G this time because we're trying to have variations. So we're just going to do a standard G lick here. But we're ending kind of on a D vibe. So 1, slide from 2 to 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, and then you can do a reverse slide or you can do a pull off. Either way, on the 4th string from 3 to 2. So that sounds like, makes sense, I think. And then just 4 pinch. Hold your D7, 3 pinch. So that lick, see how you go right into the D7, that's important. And then you got your Cripple Creek lick again. Goes to that C the same way. And now we need a little turnaround tag at the end of that phrase. So it's just 1 pinch with, so, and you, that's kind of going to a C sound, but you just, all you really need is your 1st string, 2nd fret. So 1 pinch with that finger down, and then a 1, 2, 3, 1, and you're going to put a pull off. So let's go that far. Second part starts with your Cripple Creek. that good? I hope so. Now, that's the A part. We need a B part. And the B part is going to use a lot of stuff that we use in my beginner lesson, and it's going to use some Foggy Mountain breakdown ideas. Now, the way I got into it, you can do, so from that last lick, you can just do 2 pinches there, or you could do 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to do some Foggy Mountain breakdown type stuff, but we're not doing what I call a double forward roll. We're just going to hit the first string, so, and then the hammer, and leave that down. 5, 2, 1, 5. Do it again. So, that's all that's happening there. It's fairly simple, straightforward, just forward rolls. So 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5. And now we got a whole bunch of quarter notes. And this is kind of an odd little thing, but it's sort of a Jim Pankeyism. It's something that I do fairly often, and I'm not sure why. It's kind of a lazy thing, and I think so. And it's just a little transition to the next bit. So hit your 1, 2nd fret, pinch, top and bottom, 1st and 5th, and now you're going to do a pull off, and that's its own note. And now the 2nd. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? And now I want you to hold a partial D7 chord. Index on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Ring finger, 4th string, 4th fret. Hit your 3rd string. 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1. So that sounds like that tempo. And then back to your Cripple Creek. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did my slide with my index because I'm holding that partial D shape. The index is already there. So I just start with that slide. You'll sort it out. And then back to C, the same as we did in the beginning, the bounce. And all I did was 1 bounce, 2, 2, 5, and then a tag. And then it goes back through that again. Or you've got a couple of different options there at the end. So let me play through the whole thing at a very moderate tempo. Slow. How about slow? All right, so there's your Bile and Cabbage down, and it's got a lot of great ideas. Tune-wise, the way it's built, you can test drive lots of licks and ideas in this tune. So I hope you all give some of these licks a try, put them in other tunes, try them in other things you know. I know you can do this. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.